Hello and welcome to everybody. It's an absolute thrill to welcome you to this day one clash, and no day, of course, engenders hope or optimism more than this one. Optimism which could dissipate at a rate most alarming or last all the way to the latter stages. We shall see. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So we're very much on the way now. It is that familiar feeling again, old foes, fresh hostilities. So here he is, the man crowned King of Turin. Gets his head on it! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Can he get it through? No, not quite on the same wavelength. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Oh, it's fallen loose again! Milan with the corner, they're first. Van Basten. Inter Milan are looking to go forward now. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Chance, surely! There it is!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
Inter Milan penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
Serginho is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack.
Milan are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
It's their second corner of the game. And a chance! Milan have their third corner. Thuram. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Batistuta. Van Basten is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And here's Inzaghi. Nicked it back promptly. He's played it back. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul. Serginho gets his final warning.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
Pirlo! He doesn't look too happy with that. Davids is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. And it's Del Piero.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Kaká. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Batistuta! And he was there to get a vital touch.
This is why he's so highly regarded. Absolutely fantastic.
Cleared without hesitation. Milan have the chance to go the other way. Cannavaro calmly anticipates. And it's Inzaghi. And here's Del Piero. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Del Piero is always playing with one eye on the spectacular.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but...
Real chance! It's in! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
And he's forced to go back. Thuram. Cannavaro spots it and intercepts. Kaká. That's destined for the flank. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Leicester clears. Milan do have a chance to counter here. And he's quick to return it. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Gullit going after that. And for the first half, that is that. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far, so it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. And Batistuta! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Corner number 2 then. Cleared away. And this is he's had a shot! And now they can spring out of defence. Cannavaro gets across to intercept that. Barella. Van Basten. Well, that has not gone well. Lobotka. And here's Van Basten. There's the shot! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Inter really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Towering header! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Milan different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Davids did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And here's Kaka. Now there's a fine... Kaka! Oh, super goal! About as smooth as it gets. And they're back in front. It was the crispest of hits. He just crashed it in.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
Inter Milan have their lead. Serginho. Milan perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution.
Yeah, and I think if you're looking for change in a tight game like this, Peter, it's all about getting the timing right.
Now this could be a chance.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Now it's Batistuta. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Barella plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Serginho's cross. Cleared without hesitation. Pass somewhat off target. Batistuta. And he's there to clear it. Nice sequence of passes, this. Filippo Inzaghi. Cannavaro demonstrating his defensive quality there. Del Piero. And here's Inzaghi. Cannavaro pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. This is a promising build-up. And it's Serginho. This looks promising. That is good strength. And the ball is out of play. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Pirlo. Cannavaro cuts out the pass.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Kaká is having a shot! Fantastic from Kaká! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And this is getting better and better. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 27.
So we have movement on both benches. Inter Milan go up by 2 and are looking good.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
That's been slipped through. Davids looking to pass their way up the pitch. Ronaldinho. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Hullet. Davids. And he's there to make the challenge. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Out towards the flank. Now it's Van Basten. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Now it's Hullet. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And no surprise, that's a booking.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 28, Fabio Cannavaro. Numero 10, numero 22.
Bullet really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Il numero 8, il numero 20.
Milan get their fourth corner. Getting up there! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Desai is offering a wry smile there.
It's a pretty loose pass. And it's Hullet. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
4 minuti di
4
recupero.
extra minutes added on. Ronaldinho. Oh, well played, lovely. Now it's Roberto Baggio. Now it's Inzaghi. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Pirlo. And here's Inzaghi. Baggio is onto this. They're up to 5 corners now. And there goes the final whistle. Well, that was a frustrating game. They were, at times, cohesive, very capable, but undone by an opponent who simply did a better job. Well, how will we look back on that?
Well, you can never predict the results of these games, as you...
Well, this is a critical game, a chance for the perfect statement to any potential rival that you are aiming higher at their expense. There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Can he finish? And he's done it!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
Inzaghi. Threads one in. Maldini. Serginho. Gattuso. Baresi. Now it's Seedorf. Looking for options for movement. And it's played. Oh, good effort! Oh, crossbar! That's a fair try, but just off target.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Serginho. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Nice interception, well timed. Pirlo. And it's Davids. It's Hullet. Now it's Inzaghi. He's a sharp little ball here. Well read. And the danger is averted. It's really well cleared. Serginho. It's a searching pass. It's beautifully weighted. Brilliantly cut out. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Big chance! And he's found the net! AC Milan are all square. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Cafu is always looking to play quality balls. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Del Piero. Mateus. And that interception was most necessary. Sends it crossfield. Great vision. No, that's been intercepted. And it's Seedorf. Davids. Hullet. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Well timed, excellent interception. Maldini is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. Mateus. Van Basten. Spread it left. Serginho. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Great chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? Cafu. Davids.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
And the through ball. He's shifting through the gears. Del Piero! Alessandro Del Piero! Another ice-cool goal! A finish right from the top draw. And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Beautiful, just beautiful. The joy of the moment.
That was magnificent. The way he cut it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
Milan with the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Baresi. Cafu. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Looking for options for movement. Chance, surely! It's fallen kindly here. And he hits the net. And they're threatening to fly away here. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Milan go up by 2 and are looking good.
You can certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they...
It's Van Basten! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And that's it. My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Well, it is only day one, but already there is a palpable sense of obligation right from the start. These teams know they cannot falter. The San Siro for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. Things already rolling. Two tribes going toe-to-toe. Well, plenty... And Hullet! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
There's a certain aura about him today. Tremendous.
Hullet. Ambitious ball here. Pirlo cuts out the pass. Turan. Now Pirlo. And it's Kaka. Passing nice and neat. Now it's Hullet. Kaka. And here's Inzaghi. Kaka. And the shot! What a wonderful goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up, you know.
Shot a goal! Inter Milan with the corner, they're first. And he thumps it clear. Backward it goes.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
And this is Hullet, and he's... Hullet! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Inter really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Kaka quietly revving up. And this is Del Piero! Oh, nice, just not quite.
Yep, certainly could have been something so much more.
He's had it taken off him. Can he get it through? And that pass just didn't quite work. Rijkaard. Passing is crisp and sharp. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Now it's Inzaghi. That's been cut out, well played. Nicely shaped ball. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Now it's Hullet. That's a nicely shaped ball. Oh, that's nice. Dumfries. Dumfries with the delivery. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Filippo Inzaghi, forever the opportunist. A sniff, that's all he needs. It's a pretty loose pass. Hullet. And there's the shot!
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
De Bruyne. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Can he get on the end of this? Corner then. Corner number 2 then. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Milan have the chance to go the other way. Filippo Inzaghi. Shoots! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Oh, he's been caught napping. Kaka's cross. Defending of the... He's having a pop! Oh, nearly, but not quite. Chance here to counter, and it's De Bruyne. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pull it. De Bruyne conjures time and space where few can, and it's Barella.
Bullet really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Thuram. Pull it. Kaka. Now it's Kaka. He's shifting through the gears here.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Into stoppage time, very little left on it. Kaka. Oh, what a ball! And the referee has blown for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Haven't played that badly. Getting caught again on the counter-attack is unlikely. They're switched on to that and still very much in this game.
Well, the players definitely know they're in. Inzaghi! Oh, denied brilliantly!
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
He leaps for it! Oh, it rattles the bar! And he's quick to snatch it back. And it's Hullet. Looking for the run. Hullet. A probing pass. Great chance! And again! And he's stuck it away! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. And he's only too grateful. And that's it. Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Well, it is only day one, but already there is a palpable sense of obligation right from the start. These teams know they cannot falter. Red and black wherever you turn, the San Siro is buzzing. Certainly up for this one. So it's down to business here. It is that familiar feeling again, old foes, fresh hostilities. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Kevin De Bruyne. He's just one of the best strikers of the ball you'll ever see, and that applies.
Snyder! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Thuram. And it's Snyder. And here's the Ketelara. Thuram. More and more pressure on the ball here. And it's Kaka. Now it's Inzaghi. Filippo Inzaghi. Brilliantly cut out. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Milan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Aims beyond the defence. He's got away. He's having a shot! De Bruyne took with decent early chances. It bodes well for an exciting game. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. No way through. De Ketelara. Now it's Batistuta. Now that looks a decent ball. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Del Piero has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Hullet. Del Piero. Well read, and the danger is averted. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. And this is Batistuta. And it's Thuram. Desai. And here's Batistuta. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And here's Batistuta. Leicester is there, and he can get that clear.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Impressive jump! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Deftly away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
No, it's come to nothing.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Snyder. And here's the Ketelara. And this is Batistuta. 15 minutes till half-time.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
And it's Thuram. Done delicately. Desai kept his eye on it, and he's there. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. And here's Inzaghi. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And here's Inzaghi.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. And the pass is intercepted. Just past the 40th minute mark. De Bruyne. De Ketelaere. Maldini makes the interception. Now it's Inzaghi. And here's He's having a pop! Oh, full marks for that effort.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
And he's had it nicked away. Filippo Inzaghi. And this is Del Piero. Schneider. That's it, 45 minutes up. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So neither side has found a way through yet.
Well, this will have given them a chance to look for any potential holes and weaknesses in the opposition. Something that will bear fruit once the teams come out again, I'm sure, Peter.
Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive. Everything you'd expect from Derby Day. So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break.
Real chance! He scored!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
So we have... It's Inzaghi! Superb by Inzaghi! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And this is getting better and better. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Milan are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Knocks it out wide. And here's Thuram. Maldini. Passing nice and the shots! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Schneider really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Inter Milan have their second corner now. Maldini clears. Good take, and is he in? And he's gone looking for safety. It's a lovely, neat pass. He's on it, can he get away? De Bruyne! And he has kept it out somehow.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he shoots! And that is doing no harm at all.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Well, that is one way to stop him. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now he's got space here. Goes for a shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Schneider trying to keep this in. Bullet looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
De Ketelaere. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Pirlo. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Well, that's been cut out, well played. De Bruyne. Some good work on the right flank here. Chance here to counter. Kaká going forward. Pirlo. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And it's Schneider. Martinez. Nicely aimed pass. Pull it. Inter Milan needed that. They really needed it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal. There's a real tenacity about their defensive play, and it's up close and personal. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Nicely worked. And that's a simple one for the keeper. It's a good run down the right. Leading by 2 and the finishing line in sight. Oh, he's having a go! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Oh, that miss could really prove costly. They don't want to be missing too many of those.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 4.
Number 3 coming up.
Numero 17. Lasciano il campo per
That has earned a reprieve for the time being.
Totti. Attenzione.
Just eases him off the ball. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. Milan have the chance to go the other way. And Del Piero! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Del Piero clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Gonzalo Ramos. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Stood up well to him there. That's a little off target. Baturina.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Davids. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. He's picked his way through. He is just caressing the ball. And time is up. Milan can celebrate now. They have exactly what they craved. There is a definite sense of occasion here as both teams square up to each other with fire in their eyes. This is a day for hope, for expectation, for renewed ambition. For colour.
Cruyff! Goal! Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
En el minuto 2, el dorsal 14.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Aimed beyond the defence. He's having a shot! And it's in!
2-0 and in next to no time.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball, and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Spain are doing very nicely, thank you.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Now it's Owen. Owen tries a deft little ball. Goes for a shot! And it's there! And they're threatening to fly away here. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a daughter. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
Spain find a position of real strength now.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
And it's Messi. Oh, a delicate chip through. Kaká. Oh, good effort!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Thuram. Now, can they get him away? Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And it's Pirlo. Kaká is wide and looking to get onto this. Just a few minutes in and already a lead that looks unassailable. Quarter of an hour played. Great vision, good ball, good take. He's got plenty of space out wide here. And a chance! And that is a truly outstanding save.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
And here's Owen. Knocks it into... There's the shot! And that's a good finish. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
he had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Spain are having a ball here. They get a throw in. Thuram. Here's a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Now it's Owen. Now it's Cruyff. That's a good ball out wide. And he's picked it up out wide. Not a hint of offside here. And a header! No, that's just wide. Hakimi. And Serginho. Kane. And it's Camavinga. Now it's Messi. That's going wide left. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Cross from Hakimi. Varane getting this one clear. Not the most accurate pass. Owen. Tries to play it through. And this is Owen. And Owen! Owen! Sensational! About as smooth as it gets. They are purring, truly purring.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Now it's Kaka. And the shot! Well taken goal. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
Marcó en el minuto 33 el dorsal 19. Messi. Messi. Messi.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
And here's Owen. Owen, he's picked his way through. Delivers. Oh, good climb! And he couldn't keep it down. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Serginho going face-to-face with his great rival. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Now it's Cruyff, and it's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Kaka is onto this. Lofted in. Oh, greatly! And the keeper couldn't hold it. And there's a goal. How good is he right now? His boots twinkling at their golden best.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
Puyol, Fernandez, and it's Camavinga, Kaka, Messi, looking to play him in, shot could big chance! He's got a goal! They are purring, truly purring!
Oh, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
Puyol, it's Camavinga, now it's Messi, he's on it, can he get away?
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
Vieira, Thuram, and it's Messi, and it's made its way to him, and this is Cruyff. Strokes it back. Look at this. And a neat finish. A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
As if 3 weren't enough. This is nigh on utopian. And that is indeed the final act. Well, what a half they've had. Cruising to victory, and it's only half-time. Astonishing.
Spain really are in control here. They've done exactly what they set out to do. There's a genuine flow about their football, and some of the stuff they've played so far has been great on the eye.
Spain are dishing out a mauling here then. It's only half-time, but the game looks sewn up already. Back on the way then. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Nicely weighted ball. That is a brilliant interception. Yamal. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Messi. Opts for safety. Rafael Varane. Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Camavinga. And it's Serginho. Can he get it through? Kane. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Referee has just said play on. Now he's got space here. Oh, that's clever. Now he's running away. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Alexander-Arnold. It's Camavinga. Yamal. That has been slung wide. Pirlo kept his eye on it, and he's there. Cruyff looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
In by Messi, he leaps for it! No, got right underneath it. Fernandez, shifted upfield, now it's Kane, and that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Kaka.
Owen clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Now it's Messi, shoots! It's in! It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
Puyol and Fernandez chooses to go cross-field. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Pirlo. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Puyol. And it's Hakimi. Owen. Vieira. Looking for a runner. Chance! And no mistake! And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
How many? Just how many?
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Yamal. Camavinga. And Yamal. The message is clear, none shall pass.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Spread out to the left. Cruyff. Fernandez.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
And here's Kaka. Kaka going face-to-face with his great rival. Now it's Kane. And it's Cruyff.
Oh, really well played.
Oh, that, and the shot! Serginho. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Owen. Driving forward. Yamal. Fernandez. Owen. Now it's Cruyff. And Cruyff! He's put his foot right through that one.
Cambio de jugadores en España. El dorsal 20.
So changes a foot here, and from both sides.
El dorsal 19. Messi. El dorsal 14. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 17. El dorsal 11.
And it's Hakimi.
El dorsal 9. Eto'o. Cambio de
Played out towards the right wing. Forced to go back. Real chance! And he's stuck it away! And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
All shows there will be 3 extra minutes. He's a sharp little ball here, and this is Eto'o. Puyol and Fernandez. Hakimi and Fernandez. Raul. So that's it. It is all over. Oh, this is a side which is purring, picture perfect to win. They will relish having pulverised what was put in front of them. It was a pulsating performance. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all.
Un resumen con las jugadas más destacadas de la primera parte.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So straight into the action. It's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
No, I was on the edge of my seat then. He just took on one too many.
He's had a shot! That is a super hit, but it was always just off target.
Well, I think he's surprised himself how he managed not to hit the target then. He seemed to believe it was going in.
Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, this guy Caicedo really is the definition of the word tireless. One of the best defensive midfielders around, and he does have a constant desire to get forward and contribute to the attack. He can add some energy and dynamism to that, but what he's really, truly brilliant at is stopping the opposition and disrupting their plans, and he will be a big, big factor in trying to do that here.
Yeah, he would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And here Cruyff! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Cruyff actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Nesta. Still goalless at the moment. Pirlo. Thuram has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. And that pass isn't the best. Caicedo. That's a lovely, neat pass. Tries to pass it through. Chance for a shot! Cleared away. Messi looking sharp there.
I think there were a few doubts for a split second, Peter, as to whether he was offside. I think he really got away with one there.
Vieira. He's on it, can he get away? Messi. Davis can clear it away. Fernandez. And the through ball. And he's managed to get free. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And it's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Cruyff. A probing pass. Oh, good effort! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
What a pass, one that literally dropped into his path. It was asking to be finished.
Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Can he get it through? Vuskovic calmly anticipates. Half an hour played now. And this is Cruyff, driving through the middle. Caicedo did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning.
And Owen! Goal! Spain! And it's Spain who take the lead.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
El dorsal 20.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Caicedo. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Davis gets over and intercepts.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Van Dijk. Spain are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable. Kane. Now it's Fernandes. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. Quality ball. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Cruyff! And it's in! And they're threatening to fly away here. That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
So that's 2 now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Now it's Cruyff.
Un minuto de descuento.
Messi. Decent chance! Now that is commitment to the cause.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
Well, both half-time team talks will undergo change now. One will be solid, the other needs to be pretty inspiring.
Spain looking good, feeling good. It is 2-0 at the break. So we're underway for the second half. Aims beyond the defence. Lovely bit of skill. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Maldini. Thuram looking to provide the solidity his team so need. Pierre. Not getting too much time on the ball here, that is good pressing. And here's Cruyff. And it's Kaka. And here's Owen. And Owen!
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
Fernandes. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior proves just a little bit too strong. Vinicius Junior. Barcelona claiming a corner, and the referee concurs. Thuram attempts a clearance. And it's Caicedo. Alexander-Arnold played back into the centre. Now then, the ball's come loose. Pirlo being hunted in packs.
Look, stopping him is imperative. It may not eliminate trouble, but it'll reduce it.
Stood up well to him there. Camavinga. Owen. Now it's Kane. Now it's Messi. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior going face-to-face with his great rival. Thuram. Rafael Varane. Kaka is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. Oh, that's fabulous. Threads one in. Messi receives it in a wide position. And the ball is out of play. Camavinga. Fernandes. Caicedo. It's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And here's Fernandes. Lovely feet. Thuram defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter, there was absolutely no space to work with.
And here's Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Tries to dink it through. It's a goal kick.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Tries to play it through. Lovely, now then. Oh, shooting chance! Relentless! Just relentless! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Spain find a position of real strength now. Kaka. And it's Owen. And it's Owen. Messi is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Shot, surely! Oh, it's come off the upright. Spain are closing in on a comfortable win. Now that looks a decent ball. And here's Vinicius Junior.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Messi. And this is Cruyff. 5 minutes left on the clock. Real chance! Fantastic from Kaka! A finish right from the top draw. They will take that. They are absolutely ripping it up. A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. Owen taking his leave here, having got himself on the score sheet.
He's sharing a smile or two as he's leaving the pitch, Peter. I think his contribution is widely appreciated.
This is a gloriously greedy performance. Oh, super find. Oh, brilliant save under real pressure. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
That's a sharp pass. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Cruyff! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And he's managed to get rid. And that will be the final act. Spain, just a thrill to witness here.